What's up guys, Bomboy here, and welcome to another episode of the Road to Raids. So, just starting off this video, I've got a clip here with a dragon spear in it. So continuing on from last video, I finally got this dragon spear about an hour after I actually uploaded the last video. So that finally happened. I didn't get any more D squares, well I should say left halves, between kind of the last clip in the video and this spear, so I was finally kind of done with it. But yeah, I'm just going to get into the video whilst this is kind of finishing off killing these last couple of Goraks, and then we'll show you what's going on. So as always, if you want to see more, please feel free to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Let me know why. And as always, I hope you enjoy. So moving on from the Goraks, as you can see, there are lots of gems in my inventory, and I was here for quite some time. And there's a little surprising treat that came out of finishing all these. Also with the crystal keys, which was nuts. We were getting loads per inventory. So I think after this last Gorak, I'll start heading to the bank. And oh look, another rune spear. I got about 6 of them before I got the actual dragon spear. So yeah, that was fun. But I'll skip ahead to the bank now, and we'll get moving with the rest of this video. So here we are, going to the bank. Now, I've got the gem bag in the bottom corner, which can hold up to 60 of each type of gem. So I've already got 60 emeralds, 60 sapphires in the bag, plus the ones I've got in the inventory. And then there's all the other, ones on top of that. So you can see the crystal keys there are up in the 70s in total. But yeah, bearing in mind, there we go, we're going back to the keys. So nearly 70 keys. And then we've got the gems here. So that's kind of... I'd nearly depleted all my gems, basically, all my uncut ones. So we've just banked those, and we've nearly got 1,000 sapphires, nearly, 405 odd emeralds, 300 rubies, and 71 diamonds out of that grind for the dragon spear. So, honestly, that was severely lucrative, I'm going to say. But anyway, here's the clue that was required, that required the dragon spear, basically. So we're just going to go and do that and see what we can do. So finally, I'm just completing more of the elite kind of, storage boxes there, which is always nice, so I don't have to kind of keep gathering the items and have them in the bank. I really like it. And you can see Runelight here being wonderful for clues. It really is great. The only thing, I thought it was lacking for coordinate clues, because it doesn't just bring up the map and show you on the map where it is. You do have to click on the map, and sometimes you will think it's not showing you. But if you look around the edges of the map, you'll see a little clue symbol, and you just follow that, and boom, you're there. So that was me just dying in the wilderness to try and get back to the bank really quickly with the chest. And yeah, as long as you've got less than 3 items, you're all good. So just go there, die, and get it done. And you don't need to bring a teleport out, basically. So yeah, you can be really, really safe. You can always just drop your spade as well if you've only got your 3 item risk and something goes wrong. So it's very easy to keep hold of your clue scrolls. But here we go. So we got a hard that we had kind of left over, and then the elite that we'd been working on, for the with the dragon spear. So there we go. Let's see what we get. And we'll start out with the hard, and it's junk. It's alcohols, it's stuff, It's bank value, and we're getting the hard clue scroll kind of total going up nicely, which is actually kind of good. And then the elite was garbage, to be honest. Only 2k more in kind of worth than the hard clue scroll. So yeah, not worth grinding out that dragon spear, but is worth kind of grinding it out for the future. And I got all those gems. So anyway, we're back to the rage content, and I did quite a few this week, not as many as I would hope, but this is raid number 40, and again, my points are getting better here. I'm starting to take a bigger share of the group's points. We got some diamonds and we got some irit leaves, always XP, good stuff. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit better, and that's partly to do with my gear, kind of, I'm not using Void anymore. Void is very lackluster, I think. And yeah, it's being really fun, and we're getting to be so tight. We all just know what we're doing, which is fantastic. So this is raid number 41. Yeah, there's barely any communication needed between this, really, and we've got another dark relic and 23 grimy torstors. So that's some good super combat potions I'll be able to make. And the dark relic again always goes on herblore. I'm kind of tempted to actually get to the next level of Herblore on Dark Relics, and that's going to take quite a lot of Dark Relics still. I'm only about halfway round 86 to 87 or 87 to 88, whatever it may be, but it's not 90, let's put it that way. There we go, so halfway through 86, but we'll get there eventually. And then here we go, so the next raid is going to be raid number 42, and again, nothing. You know, I'm just bad luck for these guys, honestly. It's just, we just get no loot when I'm playing, so yeah, you know, we got to keep trucking on, obviously, but over 1,000 rune arrows and a nice number of rubies to cut, so, you know, I'm kind of trying to stockpile massive amounts of good XP for kind of fletching and crafting, because they both need to, not fletching, sorry, herblore and crafting, because they both need to be pushed up, and it's such a grind to get some of their methods done. So that's raid number 43 you've just seen happen there, and again, 61 Adior and whatever they were, I think, Irate Leaves, yeah, there we go. Not many of them, but, you know, easy XP as always. Raid number 44, and we're taking down Olm again, and, you know, I'd like to think we're getting very proficient, but, yeah, it can have its rough moments, like crap account dying there, but luckily it didn't affect the points. It was so close that it didn't affect our points, which was, you know, great, basically. And as you can see there, I very nearly got 30% out of 3 of us, so I'm coming up, considering I don't have Dexterous Prayer Scroll, which I believe Kabumi and Crap both have. They should be doing a lot more range damage than myself, and their equipment is slightly better. So I think I did pretty well that raid, and we got quite a lot of planks and coal to show for it, so, you know, it does pay off, basically. As disheartening as it can be not getting any loot, it does pay off. So this is what, raid 44 or 45 now at this point? I've lost track now. And yeah, something pretty weird's about to happen. So Crap is one of our really good raiders, basically. And we've only just started, and then he's going to lag out, basically. And so we're going to have a bit of problems here. And I wouldn't say it was problems, actually. It was just having to adapt really quickly. So I've never soloed raids. I have tried to duo raids, but unsuccessfully. You know, normally hit Tecton and get stuck. But yeah, that's not for a long time. But you see here, Crap just didn't do anything for a while, and I was watching, and yeah, nothing happened. So I assumed he'd DC'd. And so now it was up to me and Kabumi to try and survive. So what I decided to do here was just keep running the head so that we can minimize damage. And I wasn't running it perfectly, as you can see, because I'm taking hits. If you watch someone like Alfie or Alessan, or, you know, some of those big raiders like Ultimate Iron Man, Panda and stuff like that, they never get hit when they're running the head. But obviously I was just adapting to the situation here and trying to like keep us alive in what is effectively a scaled raid now. And so yeah, it was working fairly well, and I was having a lot of fun having to kind of try and do something I hadn't done before in there. I mean, obviously I've run the head a lot now, but yeah, it was still a bit different to kind of do it with 2 of us when it was scaled to 3, and you know, I've not done less than 3 in a long time, so that you can actually just run the head and minimize damage dramatically. So yeah, I was enjoying this, as you know, and I'm starting to run out of run energy here. You can see I'm running a long way, and then eventually I start doing this really tight little run. I realised I didn't have to run as far as I thought. So yeah, that was quite good, because I think my run energy gets down to like 22% or something close to the end there. But yeah, no, it was a nice little raid really, and Crap account did make it back, so you know, we'll go back to normal speed and then skip ahead to kind of finishing Olm off in just a second. But yeah, I didn't think I did too badly here, you know. I was thinking on my feet kind of thing, and just getting on with it. So here we go, he's back, and yeah, so what we'll do here is we'll jump ahead to the just the last kind of few HP of Olm, and see what we get. And surely we deserve something good, right? For surviving that. But no. So that's raid number 45, yeah. We didn't get anything good for those. So, let's see what the actual loot is. And there we go. Some more fangs and 42 qualms. It's pretty standard. and I got over 31% of the points there, but crap died and missed a lot of the damage on Olm. So, I mean, that's really not that impressive. But here we are, we're back at Vorkath, and I've got this Slayer task. This is my this week's Slayer task. So it was Zami last week, and then, you know, I got Vorkath straight after, and I really could do with some non-boss tasks at the moment. I'm a bit kind of burnt out, because boss tasks are very intense. To get them done, you know, in a week, to kill like 150 Vorkath is hours and hours and hours of gameplay, you know. And so, yeah, I've been a little bit burnt out from doing 8-hour stints of one boss, especially with Zami from the last week, and then, you know, doing Bandos kind of previously, and it does get a bit wearing, and you want to do some normal Slayer. So, as obsessed with Slayer as I am, I've barely come up on Slayer XP this week and last week. But there we go. I got some Dragon Plate legs, got some Dragon Stone Bolt tips, and yeah, all the hides and everything that you'd expect. This is quite a few kills into the task now, you know, at least 35. I think that's more like 40 there. And yeah, we've got an elite clue too, so we'll just open that up and see what we get. And there we go. So we've got a black d'hide body T, which is a very little value. So yeah, I mean, I think that's effectively high out price, but it's a unique item, so we'll take it. And I have to actually clear out some bank space right now to fit that in, which is annoying. But yeah, you know, I'm always having to find 4 more spaces, and it's normally potions. You know, you can just like group some potions together and get it all kind of sorted. So you can see here, I'm like another 50 kills in or so of this task. And so, yeah, this is my first Vorkath head of this task. And if you remember last task, I got like 10 Vorkath heads in the one task. So, to see one in like 70 odd kills was a bit slim. So now this is jumping ahead to raid 46. They called me for a raid, and I was like, hell yeah, you've got to go when the going's good. So I got quite a lot of Addy ore and quite a lot of silver ore. So yeah, it's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. I've been mining some gems as well. So this is raid number 47. Yeah, I've been mining some gems in the gem mine at Shiloh Village, just for some kind of really lazy fun, I think, whilst I was at my girlfriend's house on her laptop. But there we go, we got 5k pure essence and a dark relic, so more Herbler XP. And yeah, so I am going to actually get to level 81, probably in the next week, which is only, you know, like half a mining level now on the gem rocks. And then we're going to see how many of the kind of total gems we've got and how much XP we get from cutting them all. So that'll be fun, you know, a bit of extra crafting XP. It definitely won't level me up or anything, so, you know, don't get too excited. And then here we go, raid 48. This is the penultimate raid for this week. I wish I'd finished on 50. It's going to bug me so much that it's on 49, but that's just what can you do, you know. But we got 611 blood runes and nearly 1,000 coal again, which, you know, it just stacks up like crazy. It's going to be good for making rune darts and addy darts. But this is raid 49. And this is the last raid of the week, and it went appallingly for myself. I believe I died twice here. It was just really, really bad. Olm was targeting me like crazy. So excuse my tired kind of talk there. But yeah, we've got our 4th Torn Prayer Scroll and 275 Lizardmen Fangs again. So yeah, it's been a bit of a weird week. But anyway, that's it from me this week, guys. I hope you have a good one. Take it easy. And as always, I'll see you on RuneScape. Peace.